Our research trials have been the best I've ever seen. I've talked to farmers in this area that say this is some of the best crops that they've ever harvested.
Farmers across the state are blown away by record high yields this year. Purdue Extension Corn Specialist Quinn says it's been an incredible harvest season.
We have a lot of farmers that, are 250, pushing, even in some of the fields, pushing 300 bushels per acre.
On average, the USDA predicts Indiana's corn yield to be a record 200 bushels per acre, up 10 bushels from last year. Quinn says some farmers in individual fields are seeing yields that surpass that number.
Anytime you start seeing that 3 number and the 300 bushels per acre, that's phenomenal yields, and we've seen that pop up in areas really in this county in central Indiana.
Farmers getting their crops in early this spring was a huge benefit, but the dry spell in June caused some concerns. Thankfully, the timing was just right.
When that dry weather came, it was kind of at a point where that crop could tolerate it.
Extension soybean specialist Sean Castile says the same situation is true for soybeans.
The whole month of June was dry. What that did for us is keep the plants very compact, which is good for soybeans, and then rain came back in July.
The rain came at a crucial time for corn and soybeans. Castile says he was worried in August that we had too much rain.
We had fields that were turned kind of a highlighter green, off green. They were getting some compromised root systems. But even with that, the beans have been exceptional.
The USDA predicts Indiana's soybean yield to be a record 61 bushels per acre.
We're at the highest, 61 bushels per acre. That's the state record for Indiana, and actually it's tied in terms of the U.S., the top producing state this year. Illinois just jumped up to 61 bushel average, and so these two high states have the highest yield for the country.
In individual fields, Castile says the yields have exceeded expectations. He's blown away by what he's seen this harvest season.
We're in record-breaking yields. We've got some farms and fields that have run a mid-80s easy for field average, and then there's parts of the field that are even ticking on the 100 bushel mark, and so it's been pretty exceptional to see those numbers come through.
In Tippecanoe County, Marley Thomas, News 18.